Prodigals saw their addictions formula, changing lives for the better.
Guys, Marvin here again, and welcome to another addictions formula video. Today in this vlogging lesson, I want to talk about a very simple word, a very underestimated word. People think this word is spooky, and sometimes most people in the world refrain from using this word. And I want to tell you why this word is important to you and I as people who want to live in sobriety and doing so for the long haul, meaning for the rest of our lives. Pretty high, as always see in these videos, and it's a bright day. We're still in winter, and I'm controlling my plants. And so today I want to talk about the word faith. Now, I have a lot of experience with the word faith. The word faith has brought me through the fire and the ashes after everything was burnt up. And you can have faith in anything and anyone. But I'm not talking about anything and anyone today. I'm talking about faith in the two most important people in the recovery process, meaning getting initial treatment, and when you're alone like I am now, 6 going on 7 years, you think about nothing else but just doing constructive things and living a normal, healthy and productive life. And to get to this point, this point of productivity I'm talking about, and living normal and everything else that is good. But that's fertilizer, pure fertilizer, very healthy, and I'm going to be using this in less than a month's time. It's from the goats, to put down the new crops on this part of the terrace for the organic crops. For now I'm controlling these olives because they need pruning, so I have to come with my team and I'm doing a check on all the plants that need pruning. And the reason why they need pruning is that the inside, so we call the inside the heart of the plant, and the heart of the plant is not receiving sunlight. It has too many obstructions, too many useless parts. A useless part of this plant would be like this, growing upward on the main stem of the plant. This is useless in olive cropping and olive cultivation. This is useless. To a person that don't know, they would think, hey, this is useful. This is not useful. This is useless. And what you actually want is for the olives to be out here, okay, not in the middle here. All of these are known as succiones in Italian, and that's translated to shoots. So they're shooting up. And then when they're down on the ground, let me see if I find an example. When they're down on the ground, so when they're really down on the ground, need to be cut. They're called talones. So they're down, okay, and they need to be cut, or they need to be clipped away, pruned away. Okay, I don't have my tool. I'm just inspecting all of this. You want the main part of the plant, these parts for the olive. And so if you don't prune an olive plant regularly, then you won't have the yield and the quality. In quantity, you won't have the quantity of olives, and you won't have the quality of olives, and you won't have the quality of extra virgin olive oil. Anyway, back to my lesson. So my lesson is that we need pruning too. And part of that pruning process is faith. And the faith in the most two important people, as I was saying before. So you want faith in a higher power, because our lives have become unmanageable. This one really needs pruning. Do you understand what I'm saying now? And also this one. And so I have an olive tree on my left and one on my right. I'm blessed. Okay? I am blessed and highly favored. I believe that. I have faith in that. And so my God makes that a reality, I believe, in my life. And I see tangible evidence of this every day. It's not pretense. I believe. And once you believe in God, you leave God no choice. God has to bless you. And that's not arrogant or boastful, but it's a claim that you have a right to. And if you don't take, if somebody tell you that you have $10,000 in the bank right now, it was left for you as an inheritance by your father or a close relative, and you don't believe that, and you don't go and check it out and stake a claim, you will lose that money and all the interest that is accruing while it's sitting there. And it's the same with faith. You have to have faith, but you can't have faith in anything and anyone. You have to have faith in who you perceive God to be. Now, the universe works in strange ways, and I am not a philosopher, and I can't explain nothing about the universe. I can barely explain about my own self. I don't even know a lot of things about my own self. And anyone that tells you to the contrary, that they know themselves and all of this, very few people really know themselves, guys. Every day we live, it is an opportunity to discover deeper and higher aspects simultaneously about our own existence. And so you have to have faith in who you perceive God to be. Now, I can't talk for you if you're other religions, because although I have done basic studies on my own, I mean, all my life here and there I've been doing some reading on comparative religion, and I don't want to get into religion, but I want to get more into relationship with the divine. And so in my faith, I am a Christian. I believe in the Holy Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. I believe that God made the sun, God made the mountains, and God made me and you, and the animals, the insects, and everything we can see and we can't see. And there are a lot of things that we cannot see. There are things right in front of us that we can't see. For example, right here on this ground, if I would dig this up, there are more things to be discovered. And if I would go a mile deeper, there are more things to be discovered. And that's because I only went a mile straight down here. Suppose I would extend and go a mile in this direction, a mile in this direction, and so forth and so forth. So the universe is very deep. So we become very shallow-minded and we lose faith. Now, when you have a problem as great as drug and alcohol addictions, you need faith. You know why you need faith? Because you need healing. And if you need healing, you need a healer. And if you need a healer, that means you need to participate in the healing process. Okay? Because addiction is an active participation and choice of the addicts on the addict's part. Nobody held a gun to our heads and told us, hey, go and snort cocaine or smoke weed or drink alcohol endlessly. We did that and we liked it, we enjoyed it, and then it became unmanageable. That's the truth about addiction. It got so nice until it got bad. Okay? So in initial stages, yeah, everything was good. Yeah, I'm feeling high, I'm feeling happy. Yeah, and then it became the body's the nervous system started saying, what, there's something here, we want more. And so eventually our lives became unmanageable. And when our lives became unmanageable, we started feeling and falling sick, and then we needed what they call treatment and rehab and all that those nice words. And you can go to these places and you can spend any amount of money you want, and you can do any scientific training and read any book you want. But if you leave faith out of this equation in a higher power and not in a false higher power, so make sure you try and do some soul searching first if you are not a spiritual person, and try and discover for yourself. Get the Bible and start reading the Bible, and I would suggest you start reading the New Testament of the Bible rather than the Old Testament of the Bible, because then the Old Testament of the Bible, not in a bad way, will lead you in a direction to think that the Bible is not fun, and to think that the Bible is just talking about ancient things and ancient times and people and situations. But the Bible is divided into two parts, okay? And the first 5 books, which are called the Pentateuch, and are mainly dealing with history. And if you go and read that as a complete newbie seeking for spirituality and a connection with the divine higher powers, God, the Holy Trinity, you will be led astray, because not because the book is not good, but it's just like learning how to navigate through a forest. Okay? You can't learn to navigate through a forest by me throwing you from a helicopter down on a rope, you rappel down in the jungle for the first time. I give you a map and a compass and tell you find your way out. You've got to do the basics of navigation. You've got to know the basics. And so the best way to know the basics is to start from the book, the New Testament, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and start reading what God thinks about you and how precious you and I are. And that will open your eyes. Those books will open your eyes, and it will cause you to form a relationship with God. And once you form a relationship with God, then you will naturally and simultaneously in the process start forming a relationship with yourself. Once you form a relationship with yourself, you start forming relationships and bondage with the right people, because the Spirit of God will move upon you, and then you will know what to do and how to think, where to go, what to say. You will know which company to keep. You will know when people mean good and bad towards you. You will have a sixth sense. Anyway, so faith in God. Chapter 1. Chapter 2, faith in yourself. Faith in yourself. You ever heard coaches? Have you ever been coached by a coach in high school? I have been coached by many people, military instructors, athletics, and karate coaches. And one of the first ingredients is to believe in yourself and your capabilities and abilities. If you don't have this solid faith in yourself and belief, then you won't be able to successfully win the battle and ultimately the war against addictions and substance abuses. So you need faith in God and you need faith in yourself. And that brings me to the end of my sermon for today. You see, I'm in the bush here. Nice, beautiful nature. Coming to the end of winter. We have some nice flowers coming out. I don't know what these are called, but I just love them. And I will find out later and tell you in another video. Smells so amazing. Anyway, so I'm getting ready to work now. We're coming to Primavera, and I'm setting up the program for the other people that are coming in, and I'm also getting professionals to come in and trim these and prune these olive trees. I will be working, and my team will be working with these people. We have over 500 of them, ranging from 4 or 5 years old all the way to 450 years old. So this is a big work, it's a delicate work, it's a very meaningful and significant work, and I'm happy to be participating in this. And I just wanted to leave this encouragement with you in today's vlogging video. We're looking at 275, 300 years old tree right here. That you should have faith in yourself. First, have faith in God. Second, have faith in yourself. That is a good point to start in on your journey to sobriety. You understand? And there is no high like the most high. I was searching for a high. I don't know how I got into these problems, and I got into it and I fell down more, derailed and swindled out of positions and privileges along the path of in life, and don't want to talk about that because I don't hold grudges. But God is good. God brought me back on track, and I realized that there is no high like the Most High. And so that's how my faith brought me through all of this mess. All of this mess. I fell to addictions full time in the summer of 1999, and it lasted until 2015. Okay, that's a lot of years, guys, smoking cocaine mainly, and on the streets, and falling down and losing everything and everyone. Up to this day, okay, many people have not reconnected with me. They will never reconnect with me because life has a gap. There is a gap and a jump. So that gap, those are the missing years, and they're gone. Those are the years that the locust has eaten. But for me personally, God is replacing those years and blessing me. I don't know how many folds, but really blessing me. And so I lack nothing in my life. The only thing I lack in my life is to do greater good and helping you guys. That's why I've made this website. I've been working on this dream, guys, for many years, and now it's a reality. And so you are now my friends, okay? You are my companions, you are my friends. And if you come in on this platform and you're looking for healing, you have my support 100% and then some, okay? Of course, they're paid videos and they're free resources, but the whole point is that everything in life cannot be free, and everything is never free. Don't you see life? Life comes with troubles, okay? It's free, but it's not free. See Facebook, it's free, but it's not free. And so the reason for that is that there's a proverb that says, do not muzzle the ox that treadeth the corn. Do not muzzle the ox. Blossoming already. Look at that. Okay, and we're just in 28th of February. They're blossoming already. Okay, and then they will blossom again in November. So yeah, do not muzzle the ox that treadeth the corn. Okay, that simply means that the worker has to eat. So I spend my time working to heal you, to help you, to guide you, to use my life experiences and advising you and coaching you. And in return, you pay me a small fee, and I think that's a good trade. And at the same time, you turn out to be a better person. And the reason why this is good is because you need somebody that has been there. You don't need nobody with a degree only to come and tell you this is the way you heal from addictions. You need identity, a sense of identification. Okay? Two cannot walk together except they agree. If you and I agree, we can walk together, and then we can discuss. We can have a conversation, and we can have a fruitful conversation. And that's what the community is all about on this website. You can message me and I can message you. How awesome is that? Love technology. And I can make great content for you from my experiences. And I'm 48 years young, and I have been on this road for the first time in my life since I was 6. I got high. Imagine that. You subtract that, that's 42 years. Okay? And then it got terrible in the last years. And so I know what I'm talking about. I did not just wake up one morning and said, I am going to teach about addiction and recovery. As a matter of fact, I refrained many years from teaching about this. Because once I had made the choice to jump forward and teach this to the world, then everyone would get to know who is Mervyn Timothy Reyes. And then I was scared of this. I didn't want people. I said, you know what, I'm going to mind my business. I'm never going to talk about that. But that unction was always there. And my wife kept pushing me, and other people kept telling me, you can help others. And then I finally caved in, and now I'm doing it. And I love doing it. I love helping you. Okay? So that's today's lesson. The video has been a long video, but I've got to go back and work. And then I have to edit this video. I have to add music. I have to upload it. And then I put it on the site and everything, categorize it. I've got work. Okay? So thank you so much, and see you in another video.
Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share these videos with your friends.